Okay, so this batch is for the network automation, which will consist of Python, Ansible, REST API, and Payet. Anyone heard of any of this automation tools? Any time? You might have heard about this terminologies, right? Anyone have any experience on the automation side? There is a unmute button. If you want, you can unmute as well. Okay. Okay. Most of you says no. Can I confirm if you are from Cisco networking background?
Yep, yes, that's correct.
Okay. Okay. So all of you are from the Cisco networking background,
Yes.
right? So that's a good thing. You're on a right course right now. Okay. So I want to just describe in a few lines what is this about. So you all might be aware of these terminologies, these vendors. So there are vendors like Cisco, Palo Alto, then FortiGate, Arista, right? So, and n number of other multi vendors. So these are vendors, and each one of them are into different portfolio. You have a switches, you have routers, firewalls, right? These are more into firewalls and security. Similar with FortiGate, similar with Arista. Arista are more into switches and router. So what network automation is about, how to automate the configurations or to read the configuration from these devices. Okay. So what we usually do at our organization? What are the things that we do at the organization level from the networking side? We create configuration, right? We create configuration and we uh, I'm not sure how you do it, but most of the people still log into device manually and copy paste the configuration. Correct? So that's something they do. Someone takes the backup manually from the devices. Might be you're still uploading those images manually to the devices for the upgrade purpose. So these are all the traditional networking. The problem with traditional networking is human errors, the time that it takes, right? It needs a lot of time and lot of human resources to do these jobs. Whereas you can cut down all those things with the help of automation. So you will write a Python script. You will write a Python script and you will create a configurations on multiple devices, not just one devices. You can push the same script on hundred or thousands of devices. Second thing, you will get a good, faster execution times. So that means within few minutes or few hours, you are able to execute all this on thousands of devices. Same thing with copy of the file or downloading any file from the disk inventory. That is all faster. Plus, you can achieve a good success ratio too, because there is no rooms for human error, and you just write a script and you can pull it up. So how about writing Python script? Is it going to be very complex scenario? That is not the case here. Just 10 to might be 15 lines. you can write a very good script which can do most of this job. You can configure, you can have a good successful ratios, right? So just 10 to 15 lines are what is needed to get your job done. So we will discuss on few automation objectives, like what all objectives we can achieve. So first I'll start with fetching of output or fetching of show command. You all log into number of devices and run some command, right? Can someone give me some few commands from Cisco? Any few commands that you remember? Do you guys know any show commands? Can you tell me some show commands that you are aware of?
I think chat is disabled.
Sorry,
I think chat is disabled for us to write the commands.
sorry, come again.
I think the chat is disabled to write the commands.
No, no, you can call it out here. You can call
Oh,
it out.
okay. So the normal one, show IP BGP summary.
Okay. So you have show IP, BGP, summary. I can see few on the chat like show interface brief, show VLAN. So these are called show command. The someone who doesn't know what you mean by show command, these are the show command. Now, what we do in a normal traditional method is we go to each device, we trigger this, we see the output, right? You can write up simple Python script with 10, 15 lines or lesser than that, and you can get all the output in your backup text files. So that is one automation objective. Let's say second objective is configuration. So can someone give me some set of lines for configuration part? How you configure something? Could be any vendor. If you're more familiar with Cisco, you can call out for Cisco itself.
Config T,
Sorry,
config terminal.
config T. This is to get into the configuration. Then what happens? Can you give me one or two lines to configure anything?
Interface fast
Hmm?
Ethernet 00.
Can
Assign
you?
IP address on the interface.
Yeah, but how? What is the command?
Interface fast Ethernet 0/0.
Hmm. Interface fast Ethernet 0/0. Then you
Yeah.
assign IP
IP address.
address. You give any random IP, let's say, right?
Yes.
Then you want to put some description, you will put the description.
No shut.
No shut. So this is one bunch of CLI config lines, which will do some interface configuration. Might be you're being asked to create a loopback address on multiple routers, right? So you can simply write a Python script rather than doing it manually. Write a Python script and then execute that, and then take a output of that configuration so that you can attach it in your ServiceNow ticket and say that the change is done and you have done your work. So configuration that you normally copy paste or you basically uh, do it one by one, you can rather do a automation and you can deal with that. Okay, third scenario or third objective. Let's say during my upgrade process, I usually download the iOS image, right, which consists of something from 500 MB to nowadays like 2 GB file size. So let's say this is in my C drive download on my laptop, and I have to file transfer this to the Cisco directory. Cisco directory disk 0, because then I will go with the upgrade process, right? So normally what we do, we will just do it manually. We'll go to the device and we will write some FTP or SFTP commands or SCP command. You might have seen this commands manually. You write it, then you define the server IP, you give the path, and then you do it. So you do this command one by one on all your devices. Let's say you had thousands of switches in your production that you need to be upgraded. So going to each device, then you write this FTP manually. Rather than that, you can develop a script here. You can write a Python script. You can put that FTP, whatever you were planning to do it manually, put that same command and mention all that thousands of switches IPs in a notepad or something or Excel file, and then run the job. Then you will see that it started copying on each one of them. So you will see the file is getting transferred. You just sit and wait for the job to get completed, and you will see the job is done. So there is very less room and there is no manual intervention. If any device fail for any reason, network glitch or anything, the copy didn't happen, later the MD5 will reveal that the MD5 is not matching. So that means the copy has not happened on this particular device, and then you can reinitiate on the failed device. Right. So it makes your traditional networking more faster and more modern, so that you can more focus on the quality rather than all the ground level issues. So you don't have to check one by one for the MD5. You do not need to check if the file transfer failed. Rather, you will get a post report of that.
Sorry to interrupt. If you can hear me, I have one question. Like, if the script can download the required iOS version from directly from Cisco website, or we have to, inform the script
You
that
have to download it. You have to download it manually.
and even the MD5 value as well, right?
Sorry, come again.
And even the MD5 checksum value as well, right?
MD5 checksum you will copy from the download website and keep it in your script.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
All right. So that was one more objective that we discussed. So why we are discussing this objective? Because there are certain time when participants do not know why we need to use automation. Okay. Because they might be dealing in their production with 5 to 10 devices, and they might think, why automation? I'm happy with my modern thing. But when you go to a customer production where you have dealing with thousands of devices, 8,000 of devices, then you will find the need of automation. Okay, so we just discussed some random things, show commands, then config push, upgrade as in config as in image copy. You can also do audit reporting. So usually what happens in a network with like 5,000 devices, etc., there are chances that there are devices going end of life. There are chances there are devices having the vulnerability issues. There can be chances that there are some compliance failure. Okay, compliance check or failure we normally call. So usually what happens here, they have the customer will have some standard configuration. Say for example, under ACL CCTV, expected to have let's say 20 permit lines and 5 deny lines. Okay, and this is the standard configuration that they want to see it in all the network devices. But what happens? Some devices are having 16 permit line, some are having 2 deny lines, some are having some other configuration, because normally people add delete or etc. in few of the devices, not some. They get left out as it is. So it's not standardization. It is failing the compliance there, deviating from the actual configuration. So in this cases, we run this kind of audit check, and we find out which devices are having a non-compliance configuration. Then we do a change window and we make a standardization. So we try to make sure that our network has at least 90 plus of the compliance. That means as per the expected configuration. Under ACLs, it could be line VTY, it could be SNMP, it could be AAA, it could be any feature that is available in your production, but match with the standardization. Okay, a lot of time you will go to device, you will see some stale configuration still present. You will see that some new configuration which was to be supposed to be is not present. So we take care that under compliance and which comes under audit reporting. So more towards the management and reporting concept. So this comes in technical end of life. This also comes in the security technical. This comes under the management. Similar way, you can generate different types of reports, like to see the current iOS version. Might be you're planning to upgrade it to the latest version, or you want to see the current bandwidth utilization going through on your CPUs or RAM or storage. Could be anything, because you get problems when your devices are running on a higher CPU or RAM, then definitely the packets are going to get dropped. So you need all this report, which you can write a Python script and generate this kind of report. And as you know, Python is open source. That means it's free of cost. You might have n number of tools, HPNMI, CA, Spectrum, SolarWind, but they are all paid version. And that is why the enterprise wants cost cutting at every side, and they look for or engineers who are capable of automation and get done this kind of reporting, bring their capex operation costing lesser here, and this is where the room for that to something that you can also think if you are a consultant or if you are into a management side or you are a pre-sales. So you have to try to show the customer where are the rooms for few saving of the budget, right? So this is all where you can fit in. And as a delivery engineer or as a network engineer too, to do your day-to-day technical things, this kind of script are definitely helping you. Otherwise, you will end up doing logging to all the devices and do all the manual thing which you could have uh, reduced and bring the solution within the SLA, the service level agreements. Okay, so these are few theoretical part. Don't want to go more and more, but let's see quickly. So there is a copy file that we already discussed. You wanted to trigger show commands. You wanted to upgrade the device. In case you're rebooting the device or you're rebooting the VMs or you're rebooting some services, all that can be done. Backup and restoration, creating report, we were discussing that. Config push, the performance and SLA, as we were discussing from the audit perspective. Network analysis to see the free IPs in your network, or to see which ports are not configured but still in the up. Might be you want to make those port in a off state or admin shut state. Scaling the process, that means to see how many networks you have, what is the utilization going on. Do you need another network, layer 3 network to be created? Then CLI commands and to reduce the human errors. Normally, people what they do during the window, they copy the config of a device to another and then bring the whole site down due to duplicate IPs or a misconfiguration. All right. So what I'll do, these are few theoretical material, but I want to be little productive in this demo. So see, this is the lab that we would be giving you as part of 3 months of course. And this has iOS XC, which is Cisco platform. Then you have a Palo Alto firewall. You will have a ASA firewall here. And then you have a FortiGate firewall too. And these are some more Cisco switches. These are Cisco router. So this is how the labs look like. And we will be writing Python script to automate these nodes. So whatever we discussed so far, creation or deletion or fetching, we will be doing it on this nodes. And in addition to that, I will also show you automating SD-WAN. Then ACI examples will be shown. And some example from the Catalyst Center, DNAT will be also shown. Because these are some SDN solutions, right? So we'll talk about automation on these two. At least one or the two in your day-to-day production you might be using. Very less that we only stick with router or switches. Most of the engineers nowadays work on DNAC or SD-WAN or ACI. So definitely this 3 month of course is something which will applicable for most of you as per your production scenarios. So how the course is formed, let me tell you the course flow. So today is a free class. Forget about from the topic because we will take this from the next Saturday. So first I'll start with Python theory, as most of you said you're not familiar with Python. So your class will begin with Python theory. These are all some expandable headlines that you can expand and go through it. I'll drop the link to. The Python theory is done for our 2 weekend. Then we will start with our Python library. And under the library, we will first start with NetMiko, which is a SSH based library. And these are some use cases. So you can see labs written in front of it. That means these are each use cases. Might be you're configuring VLAN, might be you are configuring or fetching something. Might be you're dealing with multiple CLI command. Might be you're running the configuration which are stored in an external file. So all these are use cases. Okay, automation is completely uh, a script based, something that we write in the class and then we go through each line by line what is that line used for. And that is at the end of the class then I provide you some assignment or homework so that you can also write some codes after each class. So you can read the use cases. They are all put up inside each subsection. So we have different libraries coming under Python. Yes. So once Python is done for, let's say, close to 10, 12 classes, which is almost like a 1 month of duration, then we go to our Ansible syllabus. And again, Ansible is another popular network automation solution where many enterprise trust Ansible because it's a product owned by Red Hat company, and there's a AWX and network automation tool which provides a GUI for Ansible. So we will check Ansible from writing the playbook, then Jinja templating, then conditions writing in Ansible, Ansible Vault, ad hocs, then to develop the Python modules inside Ansible. So it's again a Ansible section is again from a beginner to advanced level that we will check. Then we'll go with our REST API. So why REST API is important? Because REST API is part of your DevNet syllabus, which is now renamed as automation. And most of our SDN technology or next gen firewalls are based on GUI dashboard, which is nothing but HTTP. And REST API is something which is done over on the HTTP protocol. So this is something for your SDN and next gen firewalls. Those who are using F5 load balancer, Palo Alto, FortiGate, Cisco FTD, FMC, Epic controller, Meraki dashboard. For all this is applicable. This portion is applicable. Okay. So once that is completed, then we go towards our
Hello.
hello. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm. Yes.
Yeah, I just put him on mute. Let me finish my topic. So Cisco DevNet is our last module here. DevNet is renamed as automation. So I'll be covering the new syllabus that is documented in the Cisco Training Center. Again, that's the complete syllabus, out of which I've already taken up REST API out and giving it more importance. And these are the projects. Projects are nothing but, as I told you, when there are certain number of topics that's been covered, then I'll start giving you some assignment or project. So you can refer to our class scripting and then prepare your own mini projects, and then if you have any doubt, we can discuss in our live class. So this whole course is designed in such a way that once the course is done, you can write your own script rather than having a trouble to get started with writing, or especially writing part, because script you can find easily these days, but many people do not know the intentions or do not know the logic behind the lines. So here we make you motivated to write the script so that you can prepare your script yourself and you can tweak any existing script yourself, right? So this is a course for someone who is looking for automation skill set plus writing their own scripts, getting the task done, or tweaking an existing script. Might be your senior engineer or the engineer who has resigned wrote a very bad scripting and you wanted to enhance that. So you will take it something from the old reference and then keep adding the best practice and get a new version out of, right? So that is what this course is meant for. So if you learn this course, basically, most of the interviews these days are on these topics: Python, Ansible, REST API. Though there are some corner scenarios where people ask you from robot framework, but again, that's a Python. Someone will ask you from PyAt. That is also something from a Python side. And to tell you that I will also cover few topics covering from those as well, because I also run another what do you call, another course which has some of those do you hear me? Can you confirm I'm audible?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is another course: Netmiko, Nornier, PyAt, Robot Framework, and Flask GUI. So these modules also I take some references in our weekend batches. Though this topic I take it as an advanced topic for someone who has completed this one, because this is very important for someone who has never joined or attended any Python courses. So first learn this. This is your first level of course. Then to enhance your skill set, you can also take sometime this one. So here also we cover a lot of use cases from these modules. But if this doesn't interest you or these are not something you're looking for, then this is a good course. The one which I'm showing you is a good course. Here you cover Python, Ansible, API, and DevNet. All the four are highly popular in your interviews, in your certification, plus in your skill set. This will help you a big time. So any question? 2 minutes we have for Q&A, then I'll take you to the lab. And don't ask me management question. At the end, I'll pass this call to my backend team. So they will provide you all the pricing and other things. So apart from that, if you have a technical question, you can let me know now.
Hi Sagar, good morning.
Hi.
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh, can I speak that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. What about Cumulus Linux is there?
Sorry,
Cumulus Linux?
which ID?
No, not ID. I'm saying Cumulus OS.
I didn't get you.
That's from NVIDIA. NVIDIA Cumulus Linux is there.
No. It is not something so popular. I
Not
mean,
part of that.
is it a device or what?
It's a device um, from NVIDIA. NVIDIA, they have Cumulus.
No. It's very corner scenario. You can learn for Cisco, Palo, FortiGate, and apply the same learning on corner scenarios. Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
That's they have another device, other devices from NVIDIA actually.
Okay. Corner
Majorly
scenarios.
they are
We
using
we
that
we
one.
can't we can't touch base because there are more than 2,000 manufacturers, right? So we can
Yeah,
only
yes.
cover the popular ones, and the same learnings can be applied anywhere else. Because the script is generic. You just change two items and can convert from Cisco to FortiGate or Palo Alto or any other one.
Any other Juniper also.
Yes,
Okay.
Juniper. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other question before I?
Uh,
Yeah.
we don't have a Paramiko in this module, right?
Paramiko is very old. You have NetMiko, which is built over on Paramiko. Okay. If you need some one or two example, I will show you in the class for Paramiko.
Okay, thank you.
Sagar, good
Yeah,
morning.
Good morning. Yeah, please tell me.
As mentioned in this course, Cisco DevNet, like up to which level the DevNet will be there? Associate,
This is
professional.
associate course. Yeah, this is associate course. Considering participants are from the beginner level, so we are covering the associate part. If you need any other CCNP level or above, then you can reach me out separately. We can arrange you that as well.
Okay, Sagar.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, Sagar.
Yeah. Just tell me.
Yeah, I see like there is no HA availability in this lab scenario. So
Which is not available?
HA scenarios, high availability.
High availability. What you want to know from automation?
Yeah, so let's say like, if you want to fetch HA availability or HA things through
Yeah,
the.
you can do it with the same script, right? I mean, HA basically are commands, right? Like show failovers
Okay.
or show redundancy commands, right?
Yep.
So those commands I already discussed that using a fetch command we can fetch any status.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
see,
my
any commands, if it is a redundancy, if it's a stack wise, if it's a VSS, anything, if it's a CLI command, you can still fetch it with the Python script.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll show you some example that time you will get your answer.
Sure,
See
sir.
yeah. See, these are emulators. It is your choice. If you have a real device at home or in your company, they are giving you test lab. You can still use this whatever we are seeing today in that condition too. Emulators are also perfectly fine, like GNS, EVNG, PNet Labs, CML2, not Packet Tracer, because Packet Tracer still do not have any Docker or any automation nodes there. Anything else like GNS, CML2, or EVNG, these three are the best one. You can, what do you say? You can make use of it for your Python learning, Python skill set learning.
Okay.
So here I've kept few device with me. So first I'll take the IP address from here, and I've done very basic config, nothing, no extension enabled, no add-ons installed or something. Only SSH is working on this device. Okay, nothing else. See, 24.5 I have. If I open up some other nodes, show IP int brief, 24.7 I got. Okay, 24.11 I have. So let's say if I go with one example quickly, so I just have to add my IP. Again, this is your choice. If you want to keep on a external text file or Excel, you can still keep it. Okay. So just for an example, we are considering it one simple script, 24.11.7 and 24.5. We have an iOS X. Not needed to be in sequence. We can keep any order. Some would think that automation means the IP should be in sequence, then only it will work. Nothing like that. You can put any IP. Any range also is okay. Fine. So I have few IP. I've mentioned the credentials here, and I say that I want to do a config push on these, which file is located under this folder. So we can also check that what configs are that going to get pushed. Config.push. So these are some configurational lines. Okay. So now this script, let me remove or let me put them somewhere here. See, this is what? How many lines? These are only 13 lines we have in one script. And all that configs are going all together on the free device. So I'll right click and I'll click on run button. So now you can see that the configurations are happening. See, they have the configuration file. And if any device fails due to credentials not working or for any reason, that will get documented. So it's not needed. You have 100 devices and all 100 devices are reachable, right? In production, during your change window, out of 100, you can see some two devices are not reachable on that particular time. Might be one device is having credential issue, but it doesn't matter. You just take the post report and provide it to the next team so that they can fix the credentials or whatever and then run on those devices. So you can see here one single run of this, it configured on two devices. See, and it was smooth enough. So we have switch, we have R02, and we have R01 configured. All three are configured basically. And this is the configuration which I kept it. So if I change this to something else, might be my network configuration, DHCP configuration, might be some REST conf Yang model enablement. You can all put it in this notepad and just right click and run this. See, right click and run this. That's all. And Python script will take care of it. So you can see all the configurations happening. See, all the three configurations happen. Okay. Fetching is also very simple. I'll show you that. So first, let me put these config part in a grayed out mode. Let's say fetch 123, SSH 123, send command. And then I mention I want to take show IP into brief. And then I want to read the content of that. And also you can take a print saying that and you can mention the single device. Okay. Now, if you run this, right click run the script. So it will make the SSH on those devices and will give you the output of show IP input. See, like this. So it says that connected to this device, it gave you this output. Connected to this, it gave you this. Connected to our .5, and it gave you this. See, all the three devices. You can take a backup also, because now this is like read-only output. If you close this, the output is also getting closed. Then might be you have to rerun. So you can take a quick backup also. You can say that backup section, and you can say that backup 1, 2, 3, open, define your path. Might be you want to take the backup in this folder. Okay. So I'll take the complete system path, specify give your device IP because you want them to be in a separate file, and then mention txt. And there are something called operations in open. Either you can go with W, which means to create a new file, or you can go with appending. Appending means just keep adding the content on a previous lines. So it's your choice. I'll tell you when the class starts, when to use what. So as of now, let's keep as it is. Then we will say copy content back. You're going to write. So we will be doing this one, fetch 1, 2, 3. And once the job is done, then I'll close this notepad. So that's all. 3 lines. It will generate me the notepads that I can attach to my service now or my ticketing tool. So I'll just run the script. You will see this folder. Oh, 1 second. See, these are the 3 files. So if you open them, you will find the output. And that can be any output. Like if you are having the redundancy, then you keep your output here. Show failover. Okay, so this is for .7, this is for .5. So all the 3 done. So any question? Any question in the, to understand with the first example? Yeah, okay. All the softwares are free version. We will give you the complete package once the course begin. Okay, everything is free. You don't have to pay for anything. All right, I'll do one thing. I'll jump to my final example. Then I'll give it to my backend team. Then you can have all your doubts related to enrollment, pricing, and all those asks. Okay. I'll show you one more example. So before that example, let me update the file with the present IP. So I have 7.11.2. Fine. That is my inventory. I'll tell you what the second example is. First, let me initiate that. So once I run, I got some local host. I'll click here. See, you will also be learning how to make the dashboards. So what this dashboard does, if you see my previous example, it was something written on the scripting side, right? So let's say you are a senior engineer, you write this and you can execute. But if the same thing you ask your level one or a knock team, then they may not able to do it. If there is something to change or etc., they might make a mistake in the syntaxing. If the syntaxing is wrong, the script doesn't work, right? So you can develop this kind of dashboards for them because the backend is still taken care by you. The dashboard is for them. This can be run by a non-technical person too. You can give this dashboard for your customer as well if you are a consultant in your company. Now, what will happen? They can quickly like select what device they want to, or there is an option to select all. Then they can select some predefined commands too, and they will click on the button. Now, what will happen? This front end will go behind the scene with our backend Netmiko script. Netmiko will initiate the connection with the device and give you the outcomes on your same app. So your customer or a non-technical person don't even have to go here. For him, this is the dashboard, you have built it. So they will see whatever is needed here itself. They will see the output, etc., etc. But let's say that person is little tech savvy, then he can put his own commands too. Let's say he wants to run show run IP hostname, which might be you're not defined in your predefined command. Then he will run this. Yeah, he will run this Okay, I'll select all the device and then mention show run pipe host name. The show host name has been generated. You can download this output. There's a button given for that. And if you just want to check, you will get the backup taken too. So you think in this way, you are a senior folk who has done the app development for your junior engineers who just joined and just trying to do some show or even if they wanted to do config push, I've put that option here. So you can select the device and let's say you're planning to write BGP command, right? Name. Yes. Let's say T, then router ID 2.2.2, network statement, let's say 1.1.0 mask of. Okay, any config that you are planning, you can just copy paste here and push that. So it will, I think, yeah. So it will go to the device and do your work. So why I'm showing this? Because in our course, we will be talking about this. Yeah, this is a spelling mistake. Let me go with, let's say, router OS sphere, process ID, then what we have, network statement 1.1.0 wildcard, mask, area 0. Push. Okay, I think I didn't select. Select all, router, OSPF 100, network 1.0, 0.0.255, area. Then I'll click on the push select. Now that config will go to all that devices. They will download the backup file or the output file and submit it in the ticketing tool. This went good because device was up. This went good because the device was closed. This didn't happen. So how is that engineer going to tell at the end which happened and which didn't? He can download this report. So once he download the report, the customer will come to know. Might be the device at their side is having some firewall rules or usernames didn't work. So that's their thing to take care of it, not the engineer who is executing it. So you as a consultant has a written script. The junior engineer on a change window come to the portal and get the work done. Okay. So this whole application is based on NetMiko and Flask. Flask is what gives you front-end programming. Python NetMiko gives you back-end programming. Okay. So yeah, this is a bit advanced. You will only understand once we go and start with our flow from the next weekend. So first, as I told you, I'll take the Python theory, which will clear all your basic doubts. Then we'll go with the library one by one. So in this only, we will be learning NetMiko and the other libraries. Then we'll go with Ansible, REST API, then the Cisco DevNet Associate, and the project, intermediate project. So you can start writing as well. So this is a 3 month of weekend batch. So any technical question, you can let me know. And then I'll also pass it on to Sajid. He will take
Sagar, one ask.
Yeah.
Whatever like lab you have demonstrated, it was like good, but it is like for me Spanish Hebrew. Like I hope
Correct,
like
correct. Yeah.
so like I hope like we will be going to start from the beginning.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I said.
Hmm.
What I took today is something which comes after 1.5 month of our course completion.
Hmm.
Okay. So we will start with very basic in the class. That is by setting up our tools, environment, and then starting with Python theory. What is print function? What is variable? So our 1 month will be going on basic things itself.
Okay.
Okay, then only we goes on a script writing and the other things. Etc.
Okay. That the tool which you have used, I think it is like Python interface. The
Yeah,
black
this tool is called PyCharm,
PyCharm.
and it's a free open source. They do also have a paid version, but free one is sufficient.
Okay.
And some alternative for PyCharms are Microsoft Visual Studio, Eclipse, Atom, but Microsoft Visual Studio and PyCharm are majorly used in most of the software development.
Okay. One more thing, like in our lab, you have shown that devices. Can
Yeah.
we add one more very like good, well-known vendor, Juniper also, Juniper router
Yeah,
or
yeah.
switch?
Yes, we are flexible.
You have
So,
only Cisco router in this, so can we add one
correct.
more
Yeah.
Juniper router or switch something?
Yeah. So what I was coming to that. So we are flexible. If our participant need any vendor which is doable on a emulator base, we will give it to you. So we have not added FI here, but we can do. We didn't add either Juniper or Arista, but we can do that as well. Okay. This will support a lot of vendors, so we can keep them.
Okay. Thank you, Sagar.
So any technical question before I hand over to Sajid?
What is the minimum system configuration required for this setup?
See, as of now, that you see takes very less. Only 16 GB RAM is needed with the four core CPU. But if you add many more to this, like you add some more high intensive nodes, then it will take more. So we have made only basic nodes so that even 16 GB RAM laptop can take it. Plus, you are getting 6 months of remote lab included in the package. So even if in initial days you don't have a good home lab laptop, you can use our online VPN based pod. For 6 months, it is included. And meanwhile, you can anytime arrange the laptop, and our backend team will help you in setting up the home lab.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. All right. I believe it was interactive session, and you got something from this demo. So I'll pass it on to Sajid. Sajid, are you in this form?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, you can take it forward.
Okay. Yeah, hello everyone. Myself Sajid. I'm a student relationship manager and the counselor. So I'm here to give you the details regarding all the course enrollment and what will be the course outlines, what all access you'll be getting once you are going to enroll for this course, and what will be the course pricing as per the festival offers, and all the details I'll be going to give you here. Okay. So you guys are able to hear me, right? So let me proceed with my first slide. If you anyone just can confirm me.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So as you can see here in this my first slide, so I have mentioned details for course syllabus and class schedule. So here this will be a Python network automation course. So under this we are covering Python, Ansible, REST API, PyArch, then Cisco DevNet now, which is called as Cisco Automation 2, and we'll be covering SD-WAN automation, firewall automation on Palo Alto, FortiGate, ASA/FTD. So on that, and with that we are covering Juniper, and we are covering Arista, these both vendors too. And with this we are covering robotic frameworks, and this will be going to be a multi-vendor training. So here you'll be getting to learn as per the automation perspective for the network engineers. Okay. And regarding the class schedule, so this will be going to be a weekend batch, Saturday and Sunday, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. IST Indian time, and the course duration will be for 3 months. Okay, so here this will be Saturday and Sunday weekend batch, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. IST. The duration will remain for 3 months. Okay. Yeah, so I have just switched to my next slide, so which is for course enrollment and access details. So here I have mentioned details for what all access you'll be getting once you are going to enroll for this course. So here firstly you'll be getting the lifetime recording access of your classes, which you'll be attending through the Zoom meeting, so that classes will be recorded in the cloud, and it will be uploaded to the LMS from the backend cloud, so that recording access will remain with you for lifetime. Whenever you want, you can access your recordings from the LMS, and that will remain for lifetime accessible. And the recordings are visible to the portal once the class is completed in mean time of 1 to 2 hours. So if in case if you missed out any class due to any emergency, so you can go through with your recording, and next day you can just have your doubt cleared in your second session. Okay, like this you'll be on the same page with the trainer and other students in the classes. Okay, and yeah, that will remain with you for lifetime accessible. Whenever you want, you can access it. Secondly, we'll be providing you the 24/7 unlimited remote lab access, which is hosted on our servers and cloud servers. And that access you'll be getting it for 6 months. So overall 6 months, 24/7 unlimited. Whenever you want, you can access it. Okay. And we'll be providing you the dedicated materials like workbooks, PPTs, PDFs, step-by-step lab manuals, all the reading materials, everything we'll be providing you that you can download and you can keep it with you as well. And the G Drive access remains with you for lifetime. If in case if you missed out any material, you can re-download it once again. Okay. And we'll be providing you the home lab setup as well. Let's say if you have the good configuration of your system, then we'll be helping you to set up a home lab, so that once you are done with your remote lab access, or simultaneously you want to have the practice on your home environment, so in that case you just need to require to download the files from the G Drive. So we'll be providing you all the files for home lab setup from our end. You just need to download and let us know via our support deal. So one of our team member will connect with you, and he or she will be doing the setup on your system. Okay. And that will also remains with you for lifetime accessible. Whenever you want, you can have the access. We'll be providing you the 24/7 backend support from our team. That will remain if in case you are facing any issues, any queries regarding to the course or regarding to the portal, or it may be regarding to the labs, or while having the lab session you stuck somewhere, you are not able to move forward. So in that scenarios, or it may be related to your any personal questions, it may be related to your production questions. So we are all the way there to help you out. It may be on anything. This is not just for 3 months or 4 months. Whenever you want, you can have your query, and you will be getting your resolution back in meantime of like 15-20 minutes or something as per the your query. Okay. Yeah, these all were details for the course. So what all access and other things you'll be getting once upon your enrollment.